quality products delivered to you via superb service. We are Superb Distributors, wholesalers and authorized agents for trusted products you know and love, like Rika Juices, Pure Heaven products, Bibbin diapers, New Bright laundry detergent, Allegra pasta, and more.
Contact Superb Distributors at 435-2948 for superb quality and service.
Contractors and Machinery. We are your one-stop engineering and consultancy company with experience locally, regionally, and internationally. We provide excavation services and engineering consultancy, construction of residential and commercial structures, civil works such as drainage, retaining walls, roads, concrete patio services, paving services, concrete driveway services, remodeling and renovation, painting services, styling services, and so much more. Ask about our rental services of excavators, heavy equipment, metal formwork, and steel prop. Contact us today via telephone number 537-9675 or email infinitecontractors19@gmail.com.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches, and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess, and Klein, and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays, 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only. Yeah, man. Of course, we would like to say hello and welcome to another Mikey Live program. My name is Mikey Hutchinson, and we are coming to you live from the Spice Isle of the Caribbean. This is where it all happens. We're talking about the good, the bad, and the Mikey. And for those of you who are always here, the usual suspects, we are saying hello to you. And to the first-time viewers, we are also saying hello to you. Whatever reason it is that you're here, we hope to always see you on the program. And as Rasta will appreciate that. And I mean, so folks, we're getting into what it is that we're going to be discussing tonight. So yesterday, you know that the GUT, they had their press conference, and we're going to hear some of the things that the union is saying. The Royal Grenada Police Force launches a campaign in the nation's communities to help reduce violent crimes. Good luck where that is concerned, because we need it. All right. Also, the U.S. names 4 Caribbean nations as major drug-producing countries. Electricity rates update from Greenlink, and probably you want to stick around for that because that is good news. These are some of the topics that we are going to be covering on tonight's program. CPL continues. We get some leaks last night. We're talking about this CPL and the Night Riders. No. The Night Riders are playing, so Trinidad is playing Guyana now. It's like, I don't know, what's an interesting match. But yesterday, we think it's the Patriots, headed by Grenadian Andre Fletcher, and we also have Ryan John on the team as well. We get little leaks, you know, we're watching that. And we're watching that. So those games are being played, the biggest party in sports, and we're loving it. We're taking a break, reminding you the headlines was brought to you through the kind compliments of Courts Grenada Limited. Courts, they had their home event today in Grenville. That was a good one. All right, so big up to Courts. Courts Grenada Limited. We've got lost my train of thought for a while. So yes, headlines brought you to the kind compliments of Courts Grenada Limited, Digicel, Nawasa. We've also got Real Value IGA Supermarket on board with us. All right, big up to them as well. We've got Superb Distributors on board with us, so big up to all the sponsors. All right, Infinite Contractors, folks. When we come back, it could be real news in Olililo. Just a small break.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess and Klein and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
All right, so yes, welcome back to today's program, and of course, we are always happy to have you with us, and it's time for us to get straight into the news. So, in response to the rising number of violent incidents reported across Grenada, the RGPF, noting its commitment to stamp out the scourge, has gone on an awareness campaign. It says it wants to ensure that such incidents are reduced to a minimum. Now, the campaign against violence, as it is called, aims at raising awareness of the devastating effects violence and violent crime can have on our society. Now, a key focus is engaging the nation's youth in meaningful dialogue and distributing informative pamphlets on perspectives, preventative measures, and this is to help with the reduction and help reduce the risk of violent crimes. I would say further that you also need to get into older people too, because when you check the statistics, you are also seeing people above 45 are also involved in violent crimes and so on. We tend to focus a lot on the youth, but we have to, our approach has to be statistic driven. And we have seen a lot of, people who are not youth who are involved in violent crime as well. All right, recently a team of police officials associated with the initiative visited several blocks in different communities where persons expressed gratitude for the outreach. The Royal Grenada Police Force says it remains steadfast in its commitment to expanding such efforts, reaching more communities, and fostering lasting positive change. All right, so we want to see that. We want to see things change. We want to see the police engaging with the community and the community with the police, making it one. It is all of us at the end of the day who gets affected by violent crimes in many ways. Understand? So please, word from the RGPF is that a new crew of police officers will be graduating tomorrow, by the way. And what's usually called a passing or parade ceremony is being organized in this regard. Now, this is on account of the recruit course number 47. All right, the ceremony will be on the grounds of the Special Services Unit, Point Saline, St. George, and that will be happening at 2 o'clock in the afternoon time. And so they'll ting. Yep, but I would like to see, the community and ting, foster a better relationship. And the police could only do so much, to be quite honest. The police, they can only do so much. Right. So, the next thing that we have to tell all you about, boy, the US, they are naming 4 Caribbean nations as major drug-producing countries. Like, why? They have listed Jamaica, the Bahamas, Belize, and Haiti as major drug transit or major illicit drug producing countries for the fiscal year 2025. So President Joe Biden highlighted the inclusion of those 4 Caribbean nations along with other countries, noting their significant role in the drug trafficking and the production of precursor chemicals that impact the United States. By the way, Joe, we want to hear all you address the illegal guns issue just the same. I don't think drugs that come from this region or produced from this region or blah, 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 that you all are saying is having a negative impact there as much as your guns are having a negative impact on our region. You understand? So we would like you to pay some attention because we always hear about drug seizures and all of that in the Caribbean, in our region, by the US, interceptions by the US. But I don't hear that about guns. In fact, I've never heard it. Never heard it. And we don't make guns. We are the most gun than anybody else. That don't make no sense. You understand? So, I don't read it more. I don't read it more. Just so. I don't read you. The Grenada Union of Teachers, the president, Jude Bartholomew, who I'm sure go create a story based on last evening's, well, it didn't happen in the evening, around midday, so yesterday's press conference. So traditionally, you would hear blame being placed, well, unions blame governments when it comes to getting things done on behalf of its workers. You understand? So that's why you have the May Day celebrations and you hear the picketing, and whenever something don't happen right, you'll hear that the Public Workers Union, they'll come out, ting, you'll hear the Grenada Union of Teachers, they will come out, ting, because their employer is the government. But you hear me on kind of like a different conversation from Jude that has stirred quite a bit of, back and forth in the past, and of course will again, based on his last press conference. Now he is claiming that it's the system, not necessarily the government and the people within, that creates a bottleneck or that creates issues or that are contributing towards things, scenarios that are negatively affecting teachers. And he spoke yesterday about the temporary workers who are having a hard time getting a fight alive, who get a money for the work that they have done.
I just want to quote a little scripture here before we go forward. The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 24, verses 15, and I quote, "You shall give him his wages on the day that he earns them, before the sun sets, for he is a poor and is counting on it, so that he doesn't cry out to the Lord against you and becomes a sin for you." And that is the crux of the matter here today. In one of the first things that we're going to discuss, the plight of the temporary teachers towards Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique is a vexatious matter. The teachers are crying out, they are hurting. We want the nation to understand, not only for teachers, how do you feel in a family? How do you feel if you're in the public sector or private sector? When you work, and teachers and workers in Grenada are really living month to month. And so it's very painful and hard, especially if you're a single parent, a woman, a young lady who have your children in a home, and then you did not get paid. It's going to affect everything. And what is kind of hurtful and painful, we have been dealing with this matter now since the previous administration, year after year after year and after year. And we're kind of surprised that in this day, up to this time now in the present, that the teachers are going through this over and over again. So we're calling upon this administration to really and truly do what they have to do, all right, speedily to address this matter. Why is it some of the teachers, yes, they are temporary, but the teachers, most of them are in the school system, in the education system for 10 years, for 8 years, for 5 years, all right? And so why is it that the Ministry of Education have to go through this process when the teachers are already in the system? Why they should be bumped out? What is causing that? They know the teachers, they are in the system. So how is it possible that even if the contractual period come to an end, the information is already there, and we cannot understand the delay, and the nation cannot understand it, the teachers cannot understand it, the bank, the commitment, the mortgage and everything like that, there is no excuse when they don't get paid. That's what drives the economy. And so what is happening there is you're frustrating the teacher and you're frustrating the economy. A teacher who comes in the system for the new school year, ready to be motivated in spite of all the hurricane bearing and all the challenges and such, ready to teach, ready to go, first month in the school year, and that teacher doesn't get paid. There is a history to that, and we're saying enough is enough. I have listened to basically the CEO this morning, and I have listened to what he said. That was the first thing he addressed. And thank God that he spoke. And nothing happened to accident. Thank God, but probably their press conference was before ours. Because the excuse in the matter, he said that the information for the teachers were there since in June. And they started processing it. So the Ministry of Education cannot put the blame this time around on principals in school. They cannot put the blame on principals in school, because what principals have been doing, especially for temporary teachers, is to appraise them all enough so that the information would be there. So what is the excuse? And is those sort of things, neglect and negligence in the system, this is really and truly bringing down the administration. When I say bringing down the administration, I'm pretty sure today at this moment that the Honorable Deacon Mitchell, Prime Minister of Grenada, will never be happy to know the large numbers of teachers, temporary, that are not receiving their salary and they are hurting. Because we see from time to time, this administration has met previous commitment, pension, dark salary, and all the other things. So what is happening? The negligence in the Ministry of Education and in other places is giving really and truly this administration a bad name when it shouldn't be. Because the government of Grenada have not any time make any pronouncement that they don't have the money to pay. They have been paying on time. So it hurting us, it hurting the teachers, but it must hurt the administration, because neglect of in one way or the other, wherever that is happening, that is what is causing that. And it is not going on well with the Grenada Union of Teachers. It is not going on well with the temporary teachers who have really caused and effect change, who have really and truly support the administration for change. And then now they're coming back and saying the same thing that we fought for, well, it so happened before, coming back and happen now. So I just want to say I'm quite certain that the Honorable Prime Minister will really and truly do what he have to do to ensure that the teachers are paid. And we suggest in going through the whole process, they don't have to wait. Probably what the Ministry of Finance could do together with the Ministry of Education to put in a claim for these teachers.
That is Jude Bartholomew, who is the president of the Grenada Union of Teachers. All right, so you see he separates the responsibility, and he's pointing fingers, not necessarily at the government, but the lower-end workers who probably they expect are saying that are not being efficient enough in making things happen. That's what I pick up from this, and I believe that is why you had recently the Public Workers Union coming out and denouncing Jude's approach. Yeah. But anyway, I leave that talk. Do you hear, Papa? I ain't come here for that. So, a bit of good news for you. Grenada customers continue to see benefits from declining world fuel prices. Now, the fuel charge dropped to under 60 cents in July and has continued its decline or decrease to 54 cents in September, the lowest it has been so far for 2024. All right, and there are some other changes that you would want to know about. So in terms of the fuel charges, effective electricity generated by diesel is billed as the fuel charge. In terms of the fuel adjustment clause, now the fuel adjustment clause adjusts the fuel charge up or down, and that is to remove any difference in what Grenlec paid for fuel and the amount that customers were billed. So the fuel adjustment is done monthly and is applied to usage in the prior billing period. And for the renewable energy charge, electricity generated from renewable energy sources such as solar, it is being billed as the renewable energy RE charge. Portion supplied from renewable energy source was 0.79%. So all of that is some of the current charges that are in effect as of September 6th, 2024. We again experienced another blistering hot day. And while we are experiencing a lot of heat, Trinidad is getting, in some parts of Trinidad, in fact, a lot of rain. So blazing sun in Grenada and flooding rains portions of Trinidad and Tobago. If this isn't as a result of climate change, then I do not know what is. We are in the month of September. That is usually the peak months. Hold on, where hurricanes are concerned, or where tropical cyclones is concerned. And so far, we have seen some systems. There's been a prediction for a hyperactive season. We have not even seen that. Yes, we get a one or two. We got something really early in the year, but I have not seen the activity as predicted. We still have some time to go in September, but September is generally the peak period. We have warmer sea surface temperatures that creates a conducive environment for the formation of tropical cyclones. In other words, the thing is just behaving in a kind of way. You understand? It's just behaving in a kind of way. But let's see. All right, let's see. What else do we have to tell you? I see that we are running out of time. We still have the CPL happening. Yes. Oh, and by the way, before me peeps cost me, let me go back. St. David's Day celebration. Yes. So tomorrow, God's willing. Remember that there was going around in different community, well, not communities, parishes, to celebrate independence, right? So all of that comes to a climax tomorrow, God's willing. Well, in St. David's. And so tomorrow, God's willing, they will be having at the Vincent's Community Center, 5:30 p.m. It will be the launch event. So in the launch, they'll be talking about all that is going to be taking place in St. David's for the anniversary of independence celebrations. Yeah, so they call us Virgin Parish. Us because that we are is. Yeah, and that we are based now, St. David. You understand? And so we are going to be having some very interesting events, activities, things that are going to bring the community together, things that are going to, make us unite even further. Yeah, understand? So earlier, we're going to be live at around 5:30 tomorrow. But still, they're inviting people within the vicinity to come out, check it out as well, and be in the know, or to be in the know as to what's going to be taking place in St. David's for our celebrations. All right, so folks, we're looking forward to you being there, and of course, tuning in to be part of the business. You understand? We will show all you how it is done. Right. What else do I have to tell you? Let me just pull that up. Let me pull this up. Mind seeing it, boy. Let me see. I'm actually looking for our update. Yes, I get it. From the Met Office. And the weather, we can tell you, is expected to be partly cloudy, becoming fair at times, with isolated light to moderate showers and a possible isolated thunderstorm. Tonight's minimum temperature, 27 degrees Celsius. That's a bit warm. Winds easterly to southeasterly at 5 to 15 miles per hour, becoming variable to calmer times, and seas slight to moderate with waves 2 to 4 feet in open waters. So that's for tonight. And tomorrow, Thursday, we can tell you that the weather is expected to be generally fair, becoming partly cloudy at times with isolated showers and a low chance of thunder. Max temperature 32 degrees Celsius, minimum 26. Winds easterly to southeasterly at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Seas moderate with waves 3 to 5 feet in open waters. And again, I do anticipate maybe by tomorrow a heat wave warning. All right, based on the current temperatures that we are experiencing. So please be on the lookout for that. We're taking a break, coming back in a while. When we come back, we've got the national report for you. Stay tuned for that. We'll be back. Remember, someone sharing tonight's program will receive some free credits, compliments, digital. That lucky person might just be you.
Affordable quality products delivered to you via superb service. We are Superb Distributors, wholesalers and authorized agents for trusted products you know and love, like Rika Juices, Pure Heaven products, Bibbin diapers, New Bright laundry detergent, Allegra pasta, and more.
Contact Superb Distributors at 435-2948 for superb quality and service.
Contractors and Machinery. We are your one-stop engineering and consultancy company with experience locally, regionally, and internationally. We provide excavation services and engineering consultancy, construction of residential and commercial structures, civil works such as drainage, retaining walls, roads, concrete patio services, paving services, concrete driveway services, remodeling and renovation, painting services, styling services, and so much more. Ask about our rental services of excavators, heavy equipment, metal formwork, and steel prop. Contact us today via telephone number 537-9675 or email infinitecontractors19@gmail.com.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches, and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess, and Klein, and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays, 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
Anywhere at any time and have it delivered to you right here in Grenada at yogo.gd.
This is the GIS News for Wednesday, September 18th, 2024. I am Rakisha St. Louis. In the headlines, more than $1.5 million in education care packages for students of Carriacou and Petite Martinique. And contractors are ready to commence work on houses on the project Build Back Better in St. Patrick. We'll have details to these stories and more when we return.
Hurricane, prepare for hurricane. Make sure you have your radio and your batteries too. Waterproof flashlight candles will do. Tin stuff, garbage bag, first aid kit. Come on people, make sure you have it. Clean water in a container and a hurricane plan. Hear me no man.
Hurricane damage is beyond your control. Surviving the aftermath is up to you. Have a hurricane plan. It can save your life and your family too.
Prepare for hurricane, your hair, prepare for hurricane.
Welcome back. Students of Carriacou and Petite Martinique attending T.A. Marichaux Community College and NULO received education care packages from government on Wednesday as part of Hurricane Beryl relief initiatives. The packages will assist them to continue their educational journey at the institutions. During the handover ceremony on Wednesday, organized by the Ministry of Education, Prime Minister Honorable Deacon Mitchell encouraged the students to appreciate the opportunities that arise from adversities. He assured that the dark days will soon be over.
Out of challenge comes opportunity. So you'd appreciate that if Hurricane Beryl did not pass with its destructive wrath over Grenada, the government of Grenada probably, nor the generous sponsors who have sponsored part of this care package would not have paid for your accommodation, paid for meals, or donate a laptop for you. So you see, life is funny. Sometimes, as your MP said, in the darkness, in the tough times, in the difficult times, you actually come out better, stronger, bigger, and more confident because of the adversity or the challenge that you faced. And that allows you to be more confident, more successful, knowing that the next time a Beryl-like adversity faces you, you will overcome it as well. In the midst of a devastating hurricane, there were well-wishers, there were good Samaritans who don't know you, who've never met you, but who, moved by the challenges that you were facing, have generously donated to ensure that you can have it a little easier and that the burden of the financial and material challenges of your education at this stage is lifted off your backs and the backs of your parents.
Following the passage of Hurricane Beryl on July 1st, the government received various assistance from organizations, agencies, and countries toward the rebuilding and resuscitation of several sectors. The Prime Minister commended the private sector sponsors who stepped forward to assist the students in need from Carriacou and Petite Martinique. La Luna Boutique Hotel and Villas donated more than 100,000 EC dollars toward assisting students in Carriacou and Petite Martinique, and Republic Bank Caribbean Premier League, the CPL, donated US $50,000 towards the initiative. The CPL has also committed to accept some of the students as interns in 2025 during competitions.
And every time I've asked the owners of La Luna to assist young people in education, they've stepped up to do so. And sometimes when you think it's adversity, what is really before you is opportunity. So students, if I was in your position, I'd be handing in my name very early to make use of the opportunity to be an intern at the CPL. The games are played all over the Caribbean, from Guyana to St. Lucia to Trinidad to Barbados to Antigua to St. Kitts and Nevis. And it's a wonderful opportunity to gain new experiences, to meet international cricket stars, to learn about the administration of cricket, the administration of sports in general, logistics, marketing, communications, PR. The CPL has all of it, entertainment, etc. Our heartfelt appreciation for the generous offer and for making a significant difference in the lives of you, the students and teachers of Carriacou and PT Martinique.
Minister for Carriacou and PT Martinique Affairs and Local Government, Honorable Tevin Andrews, is pleased with the efforts by government and the private sector to support his constituents.
This support, this initiative, has come at a good time, the best time, to support the people of Carriacou and PT Martinique. And the government continues to demonstrate that we don't only talk about Carriacou and PT Martinique. We don't just pay lip service, but we back that up as well by our actions.
Education Minister Honorable David Andrews says over 60 students will receive packages worth in excess of $22,000 each. The packages include laptops, book and clothing allowance, food allowance, accommodation and transportation allowances.
Beryl probably took the roof and took some structures, but you get this well, Beryl and a million like it can't take it from you. And so I want you to understand what's happening here. This government understands, your government understands the value of education to its people, and we have put a high priority on education. And so it wasn't difficult to have my colleagues in cabinet pass this care package. When we came and we said this had to be done, we got overwhelming support. And in some cases, our Prime Minister would nudge, could we do this additionally? What else could we do? Because this government understands the value of educating its people. So let me just give you a quick overview of what this package is going to entail. So this package is going to be for 1 year. This academic year, starting September 2024 to 2025, and it's likely to end of July 2025. So it's a 1 year education care support package. This package will include for each student from Carriacou and PT Martinique attending NULO or TAMCC on the mainland, a laptop, a one-off book allowance of $1,200 to assist with acquiring books as might be required for your various courses. Note, that's a one-off, so it won't be repeated. After you get it this time, that's it. A one-off for clothing, and we know that all of the departments at the TAMCC has different t-shirts and colors, so we'll give you a one-off of $500 to be able to purchase your uniforms, probably a couple jeans and a couple of your t-shirts. That's a one-off, it won't happen more than once. And then you would have, over the period, for food, accommodation, and transportation, a monthly stipend of $2,000. It means that the initial payment that you receive, the first payment, will be approximately $3,700, that first payment, including the one-offs, and thereafter, every month, you will receive $2,000 in assistance towards your accommodation.
The handover of the first batch of packages was held at the Kirani James Athletic Stadium. 40 contractors have signed on to the government's Build Back Better project to commence construction of houses for families in the northern parish of St. Patrick. Minister for Mobilization, Implementation and Transformation, Honorable Andy Williams, made the announcement on Tuesday during the official launch of the project. The initiative aims to build homes for families affected by Hurricane Beryl in various parishes, starting with St. Patrick. Houses constructed under the project will be more resilient, affordable, and climate smart. Government, Minister Williams said, is collaborating with local companies and contractors to make the project a reality. $15 million have been allocated for the project.
We could have gone ahead the day after and started building. But a hurricane passed today, structure got thrown down. You go and build back the same thing again. What do you think will happen if a strong breeze blow again? And then now, what about the taxpayers' dollars? So you build something today. Tomorrow you get thrown down again. You're going to build again, get thrown down again. Why can't we just spend a little more time and build something more resilient? Now this house is more expensive than the normal housing project. But why can't we give our people the best? Right? Why do we have to appreciate foreigners all the time? And when they come to our people, we are second-class people in our own country. We did our homework. We did the model first to ensure that everything is proper, so that we know when we proceed, we are proceeding with speed. And I firmly believe this. If you give me 6 hours to cut a tree, I will take 4 hours to plan and prepare. Because I know when I'm going through with speed. And that was our intention. So now that the model is there, we have proven to those who doubted it, to those who want to be on the wrong side of history, we have proven to them that the model was built, and now Honorable Tevin Andrew has committed to complete 50 by the end of the year, and we are committing, P.S. Clark, yes, and ministry, we are committing to do over 100. I have more in my head, but over 100 by the ending of this year. We have already identified families and so. The ministry has already visited some families in the St. Patrick's area. And I'm proud to announce, Minister Cornwall and Mr. Andel, I just got the information. We have signed over 40 contracts already with contractors to build back for folks in St. Patrick's.
Minister for Housing, Senator Gloria Thomas, reiterated government's commitment to provide affordable houses to Grenadians. By the end of the year, over 150 households in St. Patrick will benefit from the project.
As a government, we are committed to ensuring that your safety is taken care of. We are committed to ensuring that every Grenadian have a comfortable place to stay. I'm not saying we could give everybody a free house, but I'm saying that we will work along with you to meet you wherever you are at, having difficulty in having a proper structure. If you have an existing home that needs repair, when we attempt to assist you, we will ensure that what we do will make your house durable to withstand hurricane force winds.
Managing Director of Selective Engineering, Ashley Phillip, outlined the scope of work of the project. His company constructed a model house in Grand Anse.
The concrete structure around, and fellow engineer, Mr. Jason Engineer Williams, could attest to some of the things we are saying here. The concrete structure around adds durability and strength to the house. The timber part adds aesthetics. It is environmentally friendly, easy to install, and at the end of the day, make it more affordable. So we use many different types of screws to attach the timber frames onto the concrete to get stronger connection. We use some nails because nails add to speed. It has a little more flexibility. And we need speed because the time to deliver is limited. The parapet walls, as architect mentioned, serve many purposes. But in this instance, it is to prevent strong winds from affecting the elements of the roof. And it also acts as a barrier in case there is fire from one timber structure to the next. Same as the concrete structure, it acts as a barrier in case there is fire. So it helps prevent fire. The shared roof was a brilliant idea. It was strategic because it is very easy to install. You have less wastage when you're doing a shared roof than when you're doing bungalow or heap and valley. You have less wastage. So all that help with doing a unit at an economical value. The choice of paint was not by chance. We use oil paint to the surface, the exterior of the building, which adds a glossy shine, a protective layer over the timber, and a long-lasting, durable layer over the timber. In this building, we have moldings, and to many, moldings might just be a strip of wood that adds decorative value. In this particular instance, it protects the edges of the timber from external moisture. It covers the transition of different material with the joint, so you have a more aesthetically pleasing building.
Provisions for rainwater harvesting will also be included in the structures. Schools in Carriacou and Petite Martinique will reopen on Monday, September 30th. That announcement by Minister for Education, Senator the Honorable David Andrew. The delayed school reopening follows devastation caused by Hurricane Beryl, which destroyed the Sister Isles on July 1st. During a press conference on Tuesday, Senator Andrew said that each school will have its varying adaptations based on their unique situation. The minister and his team were reassured after a recent visit to the island that classes can resume.
All the schools will be open with varying degrees of adjustments, adaptations, and nuances based on the state of the repairs taking place at the various schools. But all of the schools we anticipate will be open. We are assured that all of the major areas that are necessary for the operation of schools will be available, will be accessible. We can go into detail, if necessary, to talk about each school and where the reconstruction or refurbishment work is, but I'll spare us that detail only to say that the visit did leave us very confident with the contractors and the principals that the schools would be ready and the major functional areas would be available for the operation of schools.
In the interim, the Minister for Education noted that tents will be used to house Dover Government and Mount Pleasant Government schools, which were the worst affected by Hurricane Beryl. Permanent Secretary with responsibility for administration, Aaron Francois, explained that due to the extent of damage to Dover Government, it will now be housed in a tent installed on the grounds of the Wynwood Preschool. Mount Pleasant Government will also be accommodated in a tent.
With regard to Dover, as we would recall, during the passage of Beryl, Dover School was completely demolished. And so the plan now is to restart Dover on the 30th of September, like the other schools, by the installation of a tent on the grounds of the Wynwood Preschool. Only last Friday, we were on the ground there together with the teachers in charge and the acting principal of Dover, and we were together with the contractors, and we were laying out how we are going to outfit the tent. We have the tent in our possession, 2 tents that were donated by UNICEF, and we intend to install the tent on the grounds of the Wynwood Preschool for Dover, and so the students will be housed there. For Mount Pleasant, we have also met with the principal, and again we have identified the area, and I can tell you the plans, the preparation have started on the ground there to prepare for the installation of the tent to start school there on the 30th.
P.S. Francois said that the 2 tents donated by United Nations International Children and Emergency Fund, UNICEF, are safe and designed for schools.
We want to take the opportunity to thank UNICEF in particular. Persons might be asking, and I know there are some concerns about the tent, but We have been assured, and we have seen models of the tent. The tents are well ventilated. They were particularly designed and constructed for schools. And so we are confident that, and the principals themselves are excited that they're in a position to be able to restart school.
Senator Andrew assured the public that washroom facilities will be available for the students at the schools. This is the GIS News. When we return, BNTF builds capacity among contractors.
If there's one thing we know for sure, life is an unpredictable journey, full of twists and turns, but no matter where it takes you, the National Insurance Scheme is here, ready to support you every step of the way. Sickness benefits ensures that you can focus on recovery, not financial stress. Maternity allowance and grant provides essential support to start your beautiful journey of parenthood. The unemployment benefits act as a safety net, giving you peace of mind during challenging times. Employment injuries can be daunting, but NIS provides comprehensive coverage, including injury benefit, medical expenses, disablement, and death benefits. At NIS, your well-being is priority. Now you can face challenges confidently, knowing that support is just a claim away. Contact us today to find out more about the range of benefits, or visit our website at www.nisgrenada.org.
Welcome back. The Rural Development Unit of the Basic Needs Trust Fund held the first in a series of workshops on Tuesday to engage small and medium contractors in St. Patrick to enhance their skills and knowledge of the bidding process. Over the years, there has been a decrease in the quality of bids presented for government projects, and as such, the unit saw the need for capacity building and strengthening. The workshop will focus on bidding documents, procurement standards, and other key factors that can improve the bidding process. Leslie Barry, CEO of Barry's Engineering, facilitated the workshop. Barry reminded the participants of the significance of keeping abreast with changes in the construction industry.
Technical proposal weighs a lot more than your financial proposal. That is just how it is. Be it a construction project, be it a consultancy project, that's how it is. Most of the times your technical proposal could be 70% or even 80% of your overall scope, and you win scored out of 100, right? So if 70% goes to your technical proposal, what I would encourage you guys here is that you have to pay attention to the technical aspect of your bid. Because at the end of the day, yes, the financial, the money part, it gives you the least amount of points. And that is where we fall short in the technical proposal.
How bids are presented is also critical. According to Barry, presentation is what meets the eyes and what would encourage evaluators to thoroughly read and understand one's bid.
When we have bid submissions and we are evaluating these bids, presentation, it is something that is vital. You know, I mean, I think as contractors, we should take pride in our work. Likewise, submitting these bids, you know, you should submit those bids, you know, present those bids properly. You know, sometimes we get these bids like that and we have to be flipping through a pack of cards, looking for information. Right, so your presentation is critical. You know, there are things that should come first, that should come second, and so forth. Right, and all of that is inside here. You know, as we say again, these things take time, so you give yourself enough time to prepare these documents. You know, if you have to put it in a folder like that, just the way that you receive it, and you resubmit it with all your information, you know, to me it says something about you as the individual. Right, so the presentation of these things sometimes, you know, it is It is woeful at times.
BNTF's project manager Monique Noel commended the group of contractors for seizing the opportunity to build their capacity. She encouraged them to form networks and collaborate to capitalize on more opportunities.
If a group of you all, I recommend if you come together as a group, 2 or 3 contractors, and work on a bidding document, you will have enough time because the work is being shared by 3 persons, and you'll be able to share resources. Yeah, you need an environmental officer. 3 of you are working as one, you hire 1. So there's a lot, if you come together, that could make a difference.
Head of the Rural Development Unit, Dr. Stephen Fletcher, assured that more sessions will be held throughout the country to improve as many contractors as possible. He told the participants to view the workshop as an investment in capacity to expand their businesses.
The time that you're taking away from work for the few hours, do not see it as a cost to your business. For those of you who have ongoing projects, do not see it as you're probably losing out on something. You're not losing out on anything. You are investing in your capacity to get more work. You are investing in your capacity to expand your business. You are investing in your capacity to bring life to your community again, to enhance the life of your family, yourselves, and your communities. And that is very important. It's an investment that you're making. And we want to encourage that. We want to ensure that as Grenada grows, as the infrastructure expands, as the construction industry expands, that our people, wherever you come from, Maris, Shantimel, Montreux, Mali, wherever you come from, you have the opportunity to participate in this process. And therefore, what we are doing here today is a start. And I'm happy that we are starting in St. Patrick for many reasons. We are giving you a start to participate in the opportunities that will be coming your way.
The second session will be held at the Mermaid Hotel in Carriacou from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. on Thursday, September 19th. The Grenada Development Investment Corporation, GIDC, will host its Business Deals Day and Career Expo on Saturday, October 12th at the Frequente Industrial Park at Grand Anse. The event will take place from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and is set to offer deals from GIDC's tenants and career opportunities for the attendees. In a recent interview with GIS CEO Mr. Ronald Theodore expressed enthusiasm for the upcoming event, which is a continuation of GIDC's efforts to promote local enterprise and drive economic activity.
On the 12th of October, we'll be having Parks Day, right? The whole aim of this Parks Day is to, promote the businesses that are operating within the industrial parks. As I mentioned, we have 3 business parks, and there are several tenants in the parks. You have persons in manufacturing, warehousing, you have the call center types operations, and we just want to promote the services of the persons within the park, right? On that day, there will be several deals that are offered. Persons will be able to benefit from, reduced costings from the services that we offer. And then several of the tenants will provide discounts and so forth for the services and the goods that they offer as well. You also have a health fair on that day. So I do encourage persons to come out and be part of that event. It's the 12th of October, starting from 9 a.m. So I think it will be a good event to attend, and I want to encourage persons listening to be part of that event.
The Ministry of Education is reporting that repair work on MacDonald College should be completed in the next 2 weeks. The secondary school to the north of the island sustained damage during the passage of Hurricane Beryl on July 1st. Speaking at a press conference held by the Ministry of Education on Tuesday, Permanent Secretary with responsibility for administration, Aaron Francois, noted that the contractor encountered more work than was previously assessed.
With regard to MacDonald College, I can report that the repair work is continuing. in the main, particularly in the main auditorium area. The work there that was anticipated is much more when the contractor finally started the work. We realized that we had to redo the entire roof. However, I can report that school is going on in McDonald College. It has resumed. All the forms are engaged, albeit some of them in a shift arrangement, but all the students are being accommodated. And we are working with the principal there, with very cooperative, to ensure that we give him all the support. So hopefully, the contractor also has indicated to us that he intends to complete the work in pretty short time. So once that is done, the full normalcy would resume in McDonald College shortly. We don't envisage it going beyond another 2 weeks. By that time, the work should be fully completed, and we hope that school can resume normal at McDonald College.
The scope of work costs over EC $550,000. The repair and refurbishment of McDonald College falls under the school rehabilitation program at the Ministry of Education. That story just ended the local segment of the GIS News for Wednesday, September 18th. When we return, sports highlights with Leslie Ann Johnson.
The Ministry of Climate Resilience, the Environment and Renewable Energy, in collaboration with the NAP Global Network and the GCRUISE Project, presents Everyone in Action for Climate Change Adaptation, a series of community meetings on climate change adaptation and resilience. Here are the dates to remember. Starting at 5 p.m., Monday 9th September, Mount Craven Community Center, St. Patrick. Wednesday 11th September, Granville Secondary School, St. Andrew. Thursday 12th September, St. John Anglican School, Guave for St. John and St. Mark. Monday 16th September, The Canal, St. David. Tuesday 17th September, Boca Secondary School, St. George. And on Friday 20th September at 10 a.m., we'll be in Carriacou at the Mermaid Hotel. Let's talk climate change. Let's talk adaptation. Let's talk resilience. See you there.
Well, at this time of the year, we do expect rainfall events because we will be affected by systems such as tropical wave passing through. We will have the presence of the ITCZ in our area, and we might even have tropical cyclones, whether it's depression or storm. Okay? So what we would expect is we will have big rain events. Okay? No matter how dry or wet the season is, we are going to have big rain events. So therefore it is important for every household to have some bit of water stored, because these big rain events normally put us pressure on the water system. For example, we have landslides that we take away pipes. We may have heavy rainfall that would block the dams and so forth, and so your regular supply will be interrupted. So it is so important for every household to have the recommended 3 days storage of potable water in the household for such eventualities.
Grenada will be among 7 OECS member countries that will participate in the 4th ECCB International Netball Tournament in St. Lucia. The tournament, organized by the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank in collaboration with the Caribbean Netball Association and the St. Lucia National Netball Association, will take place from September 21st to 30th. Participating teams are Anguilla, Antigua and Barbuda, Dominica, Grenada, Montserrat, St. Lucia, and St. Vincent and the Grenadines. The Cayman Islands will join as a guest team, seeking to enhance its international netball ranking. The teams will compete in 21 scheduled matches for the prestigious Gloria Ballantine Championship Trophy. A release from the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank says the ECCB's sponsorship of the tournament demonstrates the bank's continued commitment to the overall development of the region's women through sports, a sentiment echoed by the president of the Caribbean Netball Association, Rufina Paul.
The ECCB's collaboration with Caribbean Netball in terms of advancing sports, particularly in the OECS and also the wider region as well, because we have countries in the Caribbean who are not part of the OECS community participating as well. What this collaboration has done when we transitioned from the Under-23 to the International Netball Series, and let me take the opportunity again to thank Governor Antoine for his generosity in welcoming the suggestion to transition. All of the countries in the OECS managed to get a world ranking. Initially, it was very difficult for us to get ourselves to play each other because of the cost, particularly of travel, and also because of competition for the small pool of sponsorship that is available to each of us in our respective countries. So the ECCB has guaranteed us an annual, support whereby we can play each other every year in terms of playing the games that are required to maintain a ranking, so we are able to remain on the charts.
In cricket, recalled Rakeem Cornwall starred with a 5-wicket haul as Barbados Royals crushed St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots by 9 wickets at Kensington Oval to book a spot in the Republic Bank Caribbean Premier League playoffs. Enjoying the spin-friendly surface, Cornwall claimed 5 for 16 as the Patriots' batting order lost 7 for 31 and were bowled out for 110 in the last over to fall well short of a competitive total. A report on windiescricket.com states that in-form opener Quinton de Kock, 59 not out of 38 balls, was unstoppable as the Royals mowed down the target in the 12th over. Final scores in the match: Barbados Royals 113 for 1 in 11.2 overs and St. Kitts Nevis Patriots 110 for 10 in 19.1 overs. Finally, in football, upcoming matches in GFA Division 2 on Thursday, September 19th. Christian Strikers will face Willis Utes at Tempe Playing Field from 6:30 p.m. 5 Stars will meet Monjaloo at Victoria Park also from 6:30 p.m. That's the GIS Evening Sports. I'm Leslie Ann Johnson.
Thank you, Ms. Johnson. Let's recap the top stories. More than $1.5 million in education care packages for students of Carriacou and Petite Martinique. And contractors are ready to commence work on houses on the project Build Back Better in St. Patrick. On behalf of the entire news and production team, I'm Rikisha St. Louis saying thank you for joining us.